Good day, gappers. We're here looking for stock gaps or bust. Today we're going to talk about Seagate. Much like Western Digital, Seagate is in the data storage arena. Here we have a 2-year chart. As you can see, I already have some trend lines. Let's zoom in and take a look here. Quick review of what we're doing. We're looking for gaps between the candles, whether that be a gap down or a gap up. Here's a gap up example right here. What those do is they create holes that need to be filled. As you can see here, in January of 20, there was a small gap down. So you draw a line from where it gapped from all the way over. And if it ever gapped up, you draw the line from where it gapped from and draw a line all the way over. In this case, you can see several gaps. Here's one I did not draw. We'll draw it now. Not really imperative, but as you can see, it went all the way over and it got filled. There was a gap here. It got all the way over here and it got filled. There's a gap down here within this time zone has not been filled. This gap got filled. This was a trend line. You can see the trend. It kept going. That's good to see. In the RSI, you can see it was doing the same thing, and so was the stochastic, and you can watch the MCAD break up. That's what a trend is, but we're here focusing on these gaps. They need to get filled. So if we zoom out, you can see that line went across and got hit, that line went across and got hit, and so did that one. This is a long-term one. Of course, as with everything, that was in March of 2020. Everything sank with the whole COVID scare, and then it rebounded up. But there's a gap down here. If you follow on the chart, you don't really see anything for a while. If you zoom over to where we are today and about 5 months ago, you can see there was a gap up that created a hole. If you draw the line over, you can see, oh, look, we just filled this gap about 6 months later. It's a good sign. Why is it a good sign? Well, because when there's a hole, moderately speaking down the chart, I would say this one down here that was created because of COVID is probably never going to be filled unless you have something catastrophic like that again. So I'm going to ignore this bottom one down here at 41.35. When a healthy environment or a healthy stock market, you look for gaps to fill like these gaps, not something that's extremely so low because of a catastrophic event. So we're going to zoom in here. So you can see this gap up was created back in October. So you draw the line where the gap started from, just down here at the bottom, and we go all the way across. And as you can see a couple of days ago, there's a gap down. Well, that's considered a fill because if the line would stop right here. You also have one right here. And as you can see, it too was filled there. This one went across, was filled. This one went across. It got filled on a very bad down day. But lo and behold, there's one that was created right here going across at 104.66-ish. So this one is a good sign. We went down and closed this lower gap here. We closed all these other ones, and there's a new one up here at 100 and whatever, meaning we've got about a $20 rise to fill. I like that. Scenario. So this is Seagate. Pay attention to your technicals down here, your MCAD, your RSI, and your stochastic. Look at all your gap fills, gap potentials. Monitor everything. Monitor the feel of the industry. Keep a watch of peers like Western Digital. And I imagine their chart, we reviewed it the other day, posted a video. It's kind of doing the same thing. So everything's going to move in parallel. So good news by one is good news for all. A rising tide lifts all boats, in other words. So keep an eye. Looks like we're bottoming. I'm liking this scenario. I like that there's a gap up here. There's a small gap up here at 88 to fill first. I like my chances. I'm a buyer down here. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm telling you what I'm doing. If you want to study this chart on your own, do what you will. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my word for anything. Always do your own due diligence. If this is your first time on the channel, you just got baptized. If there's any stock you'd like me to analyze for you, throw down there in the comments. Now hit that subscribe button and follow us on all the socials, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And even if you're interested in a digital marketing strategy, we have some pieces for you that I think you'd enjoy looking at and using. If you want to see some pictures of a classic hot rod truck or some cool videos, you can follow us for that too. I built a 1959 Chevy truck using profits from trading stocks using this GAPS strategy. Well, that's it for Seagate. Peace.